What Lonzo thinks is a wide-ranging, free-flowing discussion where I offer up my unsolicited views on everything from music, movies, politics, sports, religion, pop culture, you name it. If it's happening, I'm talking about it. My thoughts are solicited, but if you're listening, good. Thank you for listening. All right, and I'm back. And I'm going to start a new series on PRiNCe. Now, it's April, it's the month of April, and in about 10 days, 9, 10 days, it's going to mark the 4th anniversary of PRiNCE's death. So the month of April always going to, since PRiNCE died, is always going to ring kind of melancholy for me. Well, I guess maybe not, because my wife's birthday is actually the day before PRiNCE died. So it got the happiness of my wife's birthday followed up by the sadness of the anniversary of PRiNCE's death. So there's joy and pain in the month of April. So anyways, what I decided I was going to do is that I am going to do a new retrospective series where I will actually deep dive into my favorite song from each PRiNCE album. Okay? My favorite song, just one song. I'm not going to cheat and say, well, this, and this. My absolute favorite song from each album. I will do a little deep dive on that particular song. And just kind of explain why that song is my favorite song and leave the rest up to your interpretation. Okay, so that being said, let's do this damn thing. All right, of course, PRiNCE's first release, his first album is For You, and it was released in April of 1978, and my PRiNCE fandom started in 1978. And I remember this album well as I played it to death. And the first song that I heard from it was Soft and Wet. And of course, Soft and Wet, I think, was the song that was I guess the most popular, the most well-known song from this particular album. And the moment I heard Soft and Wet, I just totally knew that this was an artist that was just someone that I could really kind of attach myself to as my favorite artist. And I begged, pleaded with my mom to buy me the album, and she did. She got it for my birthday, which is June 21st. So June 21st, I actually got the PRiNCE For You album and listened to it over and over and over again. And my favorite song from this album is I'm Yours. Now, I'm Yours is one of the longest tracks on the album, and it features one of PRiNCE's greatest guitar solos, in my opinion. And the moment I heard this song, I knew this cat was different. I knew this cat was fucking special. And I was already hooked, but this song just it sealed the deal that this was going to be my favorite artist no matter what, come hell or high water, whether this was his only album or if he did 100. This guy was going to be my guy when it comes to music. So, thinking back, I can remember the first time I heard this song. Obviously, when I got it was on my birthday. When I got this, it was a cassette tape. You folks out there, old folks or whatever, remember cassette tapes. Anyways, I played the cassette and of course listened to it in sequence, and it's the final song on side one of the cassette, and I mean his sonic screams and just the guitar riffs. I just recall I was laying in bed and listening to it, and it's like the moment I heard that riff, I'm like, I kind of sat up. I'm like, whoa! And I mean, I'm a little kid at the time, and I just intently listened to this song, and I mean, and I listened to it over and over and over again because that guitar solo and his vocals and the screams and the lyrics, everything about this song was just magical to me. It's even thinking about it now, all these years later, it still sends chills up my spine to just think about how I felt as a child back then listening to this particular song. And the lyrics and just the what the song was about and everything. Obviously, I was very young at this time, and the song, is sexually influenced, but I didn't care. And obviously, being the age I was at the time, I think I was like 9 or 10. I was 10. Back then, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about anyway. I just know it sounded good, and I didn't care to deep dive at that time. Fuck it, I was 10. But anyways, as I grew older, of course, and listening to it over and over and over again, I began to understand what the song was about and what the intent was of the song. And to me, that made it even more powerful to me. And I still listen to the song to this day. I listen to it all the time, and it's my go-to, one of my go-to songs. If I put together a Prince mixtape or whatever, "I'm Yours" is definitely going into that rotation. And I think I did a series, or I did a video a few years ago on my favorite song from Prince's album, of each album, and I mentioned the same thing as far as "I'm Yours" being my favorite song. If I think I said if I was on a desert island and could only listen to one song from this particular album, it would be "I'm Yours." And yes, um, in my reviews, I always like to say that if an alien crash landed on the planet and asked me, hey, what's the best song to listen to from a particular album? Hey, from this one, it would definitely be "I'm Yours." And the reason why is that it's an artist. Is a Because Prince at this time, it was his first album. He's unknown, and this is a guy just saying, "Here I am. This is what I have to offer. Like it or fucking leave it." And the song is just so freaking good. Damn, dude is just going to work on this fucking record. Okay. Let's just dive into it a little bit. I'm gonna dive into the lyrics a little bit, just a little bit. And there's only two verses, and they're very short verses. And he opens up saying, "Up until the other day, there remained an empty space within my bed. Then I took one look at you, and the naughty things we could do danced within my head." Just, I mean, that says it all. I mean, obviously, it's a sexually influenced song, and once again, this is in 1978, and back then, songs with sexually suggestive lyrics were few and far between. Now, every damn record you hear, is nasty and shit. But back then, the musicianship and everything, and then you tie in the sexually suggestive lyrics, and he's very young at the time. I think he's like 18, 19 years old himself. And no, he was maybe 20, 19, 20 years old. I mean, it's just something that we hadn't heard from an artist in that age, at that age level, especially on a first album, just kind of going for self like that. And the chorus kind of says it all. Never have I ever made love before. Never have I wanted to till now. Lover, can't you see I want you more and more? Take me, baby. Yeah, I'm yours. Um, and once again, and after the second verse, and once again, the song is over 5 minutes long. After the second verse, it's just all guitar and Prince just going the fuck off on the guitar. And I could just close my eyes and just kind of envision him maybe in the studio laying down these riffs and everything and just beating that shit to death. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, what are you doing, man? Let it go. I'm just like, damn it. And when it comes to this song, I've never heard him do it live, and that's a disappointment. He really, in his live concerts, he rarely did anything from the first album. I don't know why, because it's a kick-ass album, but I've never heard him do any of the songs from this record live. I don't think "Soft and Wet," "So Blue," "My Love Is Forever," nothing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard him do any song from this record live, and that's a shame. Because if anyone out there has any live performances from his first album, hit me up and share it with me, please. That's something I think I need for my collection, which is vast. But I don't have any live versions of any song from the For You album. But yeah, there you have it. Prince, For You, "I'm Yours" is my favorite song from this record. And if the world's going to end tomorrow and I can only listen to one song from each album, and starting with this album, "I'm Yours" would be that song. I highly recommend you listen to it. If you're not into Prince, this is a good introduction to Prince and the diversity of this motherfucker, man. Just close your eyes, listen to this song, and just realize that this was a kid at the time, doing some unprecedented things in the music business, because it was unheard of for a brand new artist um, to get total control over the production of his record, and that's him just betting on himself, rolling the dice, and saying, you know, I'm doing my way. If I fail, fuck it, I fail, but I'm gonna fail doing it my fucking way. And that's another thing that really attracted me to this kid, because he did of all the artists out there in the world, he's one of those dudes who definitely did it his way, and I'm thankful for that. And if you ever have a chance to deep dive into this song, take it, okay? And if once again, if you never listened to PRiNCE before, or you're just getting into PRiNCE, this is a great introduction into um, his skill level. And yeah, I think you'll agree with me. If you listen to this song, you pay attention to it, you listen to him kick ass on those guitar licks, on that solo. There's absolutely nothing that you can do um, to withstand the power and the magnetism of this song. And if you weren't a PRiNCE fan before you heard it, damn it, you'll be a PRiNCE fan after it. And I'll put money on that. I guarantee you, if you love music and you listen to this song, there's no way you wouldn't want to hear more from this particular artist. So there you have it. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I right? What is your favorite song from this particular album? Is it Soft and Wet, or is it I'm Yours? So hit me up and let me know what you think. Twitter at What Lonzo Thinks. Email me, whatlonzothinks at gmail.com. Check me out. Please subscribe. I still need more subscribers. And I really appreciate everybody hitting me up. Dudes, my listeners out there, you guys make it all worth it. You guys make it all worth it, because y'all be hitting me up with some crazy stuff and everything. And I love your comments and everything, especially when it comes to how you feel about PRiNCE, and how it's a lot of you guys out there who are just like me, and you echo my same sentiments. And as a PRiNCE fan, of course I'm arrogant. I always say that I'm the world's greatest PRiNCE fan, and that I know more, and so on and so forth. That's my arrogance. I know there are tons of you out there who are just like me, who love this dude's music as much as I do, and you're still living it um, with me and with him. And now I appreciate you guys, being subscribers and everything, and listening to me, and sharing your thoughts when it comes to this particular artist. So that being said, what do you think about I'm Yours from the For You LP? Is it the best song? Is it the worst song? If you agree with me, let me know. If you don't agree with me, let me know. I want to know what you think, because God damn it, you just heard What Lonzo Thinks. Bye.